When Xbox showed off the Scorpio E3 trailer in 2016, one of the big themes was no compromises.
It's a console that had no boundaries, had no limitations.
I saw the specs of this thing, I'm like, wow. I got true to they're really going for it. They're not holding anything back.
Gamers are going to get the most powerful graphics processor that's been put into a game console to date.
The highest res, the best frame rate, no compromises.
You get 4K gaming, true 4K resolution. I can't wait to see what developers actually do with all that horsepower in the box.
The world's most powerful console.
In the box.
We can render at 60 hertz. We can render fully uncompressed pixels. These are the highest quality pixels that anybody is seeing.
But the problem with hype is it only lasts so long before reality comes crashing in. And people sit there and say, you're a hater, you're just salty. Yeah, reality's pretty salty. Reality's real salty, baby. Just like Xbox not really offering you 4K experiences. What the fuck happened? Project Cars 2 isn't running at 4K, nor a locked 60 FPS. Anyone with any technical savvy saw this coming a mile away. Kind of like anyone who was paying attention to the goddamn political system and the way that the things were going for Hillary Clinton and Trump. I was sitting there like, yeah, Trump's gonna be president. And my therapist, she's a feminist by the way, she goes, no he hasn't. And then Trump became the president and my therapist had a meltdown. And she's there to help me. Fuck you, goddamn. Anyway, yesterday the Dutch website GamerNet posted a quote from Slightly Mad Studios. The game director Stefan Viljoen mentioned that Project Cars 2 would run at a native 4K and 60 FPS on Microsoft Xbox One X console, while the team was still deciding on the final specifications for the Sony PlayStation 4 Pro system. And I quote, yes, Project Cars 2 will run at 4K 60 native on the Xbox One X. We're not ready to define the exact resolution on PlayStation Pro. However, earlier today, Slightly Mad Studios' Ian Bell refuted that quote with a post on GT Planet forums. And he said, I quote, yep, this was a misquote. I don't know how the fuck you misquote someone if they fucking said it to you, you know? Oh, it happens all the time actually. Guys know what I'm talking about. You know, when like you're really interested in a girl, she seems interested in you. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna do all this stuff. I really, really like you. I wanna meet up with you tonight. Crazy things are gonna happen. And then, like, you go and she totally cold shoulders you and pretends like she doesn't know you, dude. You know, when chicks send you naked photos, you're like, she's really into me. And then the next day she's like, you don't exist. This is exactly what just happened. But the Xbox fans aren't going to, you know, they're not going to look at it realistically. They're not going to sit there and go, well, ain't that about a bitch? Maybe this isn't all it's cracked up to be. To finish the quote, yep, that was a misquote. We're running at sub 60 FPS at 4K and will probably always be, unless we drop live track and a host of other things, we'll probably upscale from something very reasonable. So essentially, it's going to be upscaled. You know, it'll probably do the same thing Assassin's Creed Origins is gonna do, where it'll be 4K sometimes, but then most of the time it's downscaling crap and it's like, you know, checkerboard bullshittery. They just don't want to say it outright. Once again, we don't like the term locked. It will put us in first party territory where chest beating is more important than a great experience. We'll be 60 most of the time in normal racing and we'll push the consoles to and beyond their limits for more interesting races, even if that means dropping a few frames. It sounds like the game will run at lower than 4K and slower than 60 FPS on the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. Those seeking gold standards in gaming will have to resort to the PC version of Project Cars 2 per as usual. Now, there are a lot of apologists, you know, people sit there go, oh, well, they don't want to lock it because it'll probably run faster than 60 FPS. Dude, like really, dude? You think the Xbox is gonna run this shit faster than 60 FPS? That's why they're not locking it? The dude said locked for the reason that they don't want you to sit here and think you're positively, absolutely never gonna see below 60 FPS. That's why he said it. He's not gonna sit there and go, oh, we're not gonna lock it because we do. Like, if it was gonna have more 60 FPS, they would tell you right now to let you jizz in your pants. And I know some people will sit there and go, hey, Gundam, you're a son of a bitch and a piece of shit elitist. Everybody knows that Titanfall 2 is going to render up to 6K on the Xbox One, you faggot. And to that I say, I'll believe it when I see it. Not as though Titanfall 2 is really that demanding. Hell, I could play Titanfall 2 on my 980 Ti without the updated drivers, it's at 4K, I'd say about 40 to 50 FPS, jumping around those two areas. I mean, really, as more games come out for the Xbox One X, often you see stuff just, you get two schools of thought. One, you get developers like Respawn and the developers of art swearing up and down the Xbox One X is as powerful as a 1070 or even a 1080. Ridiculous, fucking ridiculous claims, and you know it's bullshit, especially from the ARC developers. I mean, a 1080 Ti cannot fucking play ARC on epic settings at 60 FPS. How in the name of Christ are these motherfuckers gonna sit here and tell me that the Xbox will somehow manage these things? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Trying to sell me DLC for a game that isn't even finished yet. I would say the same shit too if I was trying to sell some stuff. I'd lie through my teeth, dude. I would be a Goldman Sachs dude in a second. Cutting me off the topic. But anyway, the Xbox has habitually pushed out the whole no compromises, most powerful console, we are doing native 4K over and over again. You know, 4K, 4K, 4K in everybody's fucking face. And the console fanboys, you know, the guys who for some reason their whole personality is tied to a console, are banging the drum, beating their chest, squealing like pigs in the night, the Ides of War or something. I can't think of a good analogy for such tomfoolery. And they don't realize that these companies and PR people are jerking them the fuck off. They're getting you hyped to buy this, and when you get it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take it back when it's not really a native 4K experience? No, you're not. You're just gonna give up and take it. You're just gonna, fuck it. It's like fucking fast food, dude. You know, the commercials, the fast food, those Wendy's sandwiches look fucking amazing, the turkey, sand, chicken, whatever, and then you go there, and it looks like somebody sat on your fucking sandwich, while this chick with really poorly placed tattoos wipes her nose and goes, here's your meal. And what am I supposed to do? Go, this don't look like the picture. I want my money back. You just sit there and you fucking take your slop. Because you're a bitch. You know, so am I. The corporate machines got us underfoot. But for real, don't buy into the Xbox hype. Once again, the truth is coming out. As the closer we get to the console coming out, more developers and stuff are either A, going to tell you this ain't happening, or B, they're going to tell you it's the most amazing thing that has ever happened. And most likely people are going to go for column B because they want to believe. They want, you know, everybody wants a pretty little lie. I mean, I certainly do. And her name should be Tammy, but that's me. Anyway, yeah, they want this to be awesome, and the truth of the matter is, it probably won't. And once this system comes out, I would not be surprised in the least if the Xbox One X suffered from heating issues. Like, really, I would not be surprised if there are heating issues. I would be surprised if some consoles perform better than others with the technology they supposedly have in there, their specialized DirectX 12 cloud bullshit that sees how your system is specifically made and can give you a better experience judging on how it runs or some bullshit. And then it makes me kind of think of like the whole, what is it, silicon lottery or whatever with your CPUs. Like, some people can get like a 5 gigahertz overclock on their fucking 4790K. I've made it to 4.8, but I haven't made it to 5. So it's possible. And then there are some people who can't even get past 4.2, even though the CPU promises 4.4, you know. But whatever, enough of this. I'm filibustering now, wasting your time. God, you know, I can actually get more of a fuck than me. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, to hell with it, you know. Fuck it. Get out there, go to Wendy's, order your chicken sandwich that looks like somebody sat on it, with your soda that tastes flat as fuck, and eat your fries that have been sitting out under the goddamn little heat fryer thing, all goddamn, they're all soft and chewy and have no flavor, but you're still eating them anyway because you paid damn near $10 for the shit. And then think of me. Think of Papa Gundam.